These are the directions that Kevin and Rob gave me, though. This is where the Mego Corp Live Halloween special is supposed to be. But I don't even see any houses. Nothing. Oh, boy. It's kind of creepy out here. Spooky. And there's supposed to be a studio? I don't even see electricity. Oh, boy. Keep going this way, I guess. Jesus, I don't know. Hey, is that a... Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Hello? Hey there. Hey. Okay, how about this? Do you know where the Mego Live Halloween special is supposed to be?
I've been waiting for you. Come closer.
I'm getting out of here.
Come here, let me touch you.
Holy smack. Come on now. Jesus. Wait a minute. There's something up here. Now, finally. Oh, man.
Don't be afraid. Come with me.
Are you going to go to the Mego Corp Live? That's where I'm looking for. Do you know where that's at? I don't have time.
I'll find you.
Oh, snap.
I'm begging you. Can you help me?
Can you help me?
I'm scared.
You're scared? I gotta walk out of here by myself. Well, nice talking to you, little girl. And Jesus, for the love of Pete, get that eye checked out. No wonder no one wants to play with you. Man. What in the hell? Hey, do you know where the Mego Corp Live is supposed to be? Hey, you. Yo. Hey, man, I'm talking to you.
Pray for the dead and the dead. We'll pray for you.
Are you crazy?
You can pray for the dead.
How about the Mego Corp Live?
But the dead will pray on
It's supposed to be a Halloween special. Hey, pal.
Through the dark wood.
Oh, boy.
Through the
It's through the woods.
I'm coming for you.
Paul, is that you? Paul? Are you sleeping again? Okay.
Hey, how come nobody wants to catch the bouquet?
Oh, boy. Hey, Monkey, how about you? You? Oh, boy, this is a mess. Let's just get this door open. Oh, man. I think we're finally here. Boy, it's kind of creepy in here. What could it be? Somewhere there's a studio? Wow. This is looking familiar. Ha! Finally. And here we all are, except for Paul. What happened to Paul? He was waiting right there. Brian, that is a great costume.
That's awesome.
Where is Paul? Where is Paul?
Hey, everybody.
Good evening. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
And there he is. And we got Mr. Dr. Mego as...
Yeah, I want to skip that intro thing.
Wait, I
We
can't.
we were looking for you there in the intro, Paul. You didn't see.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
we can't hear you.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, speak up louder. I'm just kidding. We can hear you just fine. Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Happy Halloween to you.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
It's Monday. It's not actually Halloween.
Well, it's actually Saturday night, but if you want to call it Monday, that'll be fine. If it's Monday somewhere, Paul.
No, it's.
But right now, it's Halloween for us.
Well,
Miss-
that was disturbing.
How is everybody doing on this Saturday evening? Thank you all for joining us. Good. We've got Scott, we've got Roberta, we got Kevin, we got Jason, we got Brian, and Dr. Mego.
Yeah.
Yep.
And drinking.
And drinking. Hey, it's Saturday night. It's Saturday night. Why not?
I think it's going to be more than one drink tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We're way ahead of you, Paul.
Yeah.
Way ahead of you.
I got that feeling.
Yeah.
3 days.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, sir.
All right.
People are coming in. It's good to see. Thanks for joining us. We definitely appreciate it.
Scott, if I put something up on my screen, can you see it?
Yeah. By the way, I got what you sent me. So that's good to go.
Right, but I mean, right now.
Absolutely.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, let me
Take a
make you
look at
big.
that.
All right, what you got?
That's what I asked.
Oh, if you put something on your screen.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. Okay.
Doesn't
All
work
right.
like that.
Okay. Just check. All right. I'm going to email you something.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
All right.
So I don't want
Excellent.
to ever, use it again.
Okay.
Anyway, not to drag the room down.
Come on, Paul.
Huh?
All right. Lots to talk about, lots to go over tonight. I know we're going to kind of make this a Halloween thing. So what's on the agenda first, Scott?
What's on the agenda first? Well, the agenda first is now we have an addendum to the agenda. We're waiting for an email from Paul. Until that gets here, let's go ahead and talk about the fact that we have Jason Young, who's smack dab in the middle. And for those of you that don't know Jason Young, well,
Hey, guys.
there he is. He is on your screen. He is the author of such fabulous novels as, well, they're actually not novels. They're novelties. They're books about novelties. Jason, why don't you go tell them what they are?
Sure. So first one was wonderful artwork of wax wrappers about the old bubblegum cards we had as kids. Second one was old school Halloween of old Ben Cooper costumes like this. Third one was Power Trip, all about Power Records. And I just started taking pre-orders for my next book, which is Whitman's World of Coloring Books. So it's all the old coloring books from Whitman.
Very
Excellent.
cool.
Excellent.
So,
And
yeah.
go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
it's the Power Records.
Yep.
How is that? Somebody owns that?
Yeah, they're still around, believe it or not. So they're called Inspired Studios now. Yeah, so they went from Power Records. Well, they were a label of Peter Pan Records. Peter Pan Records merged into Inspired Studios, and they're releasing online music all the time. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, I was talking to the son of the founder. He's interviewed for the book.
Oh, very cool.
But to
Yeah, it's
put
pretty cool.
to put out the ones from the 70s, wouldn't they have to go through the IP owners?
Yeah, any licensed stuff they would have to get redone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if they wanted to put out Batman.
Yeah,
again.
so they want to do it, but
Yeah.
to release everything is jumping through a lot of hoops, which I'm sure you know,
I mean,
Paul.
sure.
It's a licensing nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Essentially means going to Marvel and saying, so we want to put out Spider-Man 124 as a record.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, great, 50,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
you think it'll be good? 100,000.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I got to say, I thoroughly enjoyed both of these, Jason. The one with the Halloween costumes was fantastic. Definitely brings you back. I mean, it's like
Yes. Absolutely.
No, thanks, Frank. So I actually sold out of both the Halloween one and the Power Records one. And
okay.
as I was going through the new one, I keep getting requests all the time. Like, are you going to do any more? Are you going to do any more? So I am doing pre-orders for those as well. So I brought them both back for limited runs. So anybody that wants wants to order, if you want to go on social media at Old Times Digest, anybody tonight that wants to order that's listening to this, if you want to send along a message with your order, make mine Mego. I'll knock $5 off tonight. So
There you go, folks. There you go.
there you go.
I don't. You know what? I don't think I have the Power Records one.
I don't either. I need to get that one too.
That,
We do
that came out-
bundles. Yeah, I'm doing bundles too, guys, to combine on shipping. So if you want to stack them
Yeah,
up,
that really
I'll
came out
save it-
quick.
Save a couple
Cool.
bucks.
Yeah, very cool.
Wait, do I?
Very
I'm
cool.
gonna have to check now. So I got a question about the Whitman stuff. Did you find any direct connections from that old Whitman coloring book art that might maybe reminiscent of the early 70s Mego figures, stuff like that? And do you think that reminded you of? Because it seemed to me my tie into that was I had probably just about every coloring book you can imagine, including Harlem Blowcharts. That's like a thing that my mother used to always supply me with. But I distinctly remember having my Mego Batman and having the whatever coloring book it was with Batman and Robin on the front, vivid colors, and thinking like these two go together. This is
They were my coloring guide, right? They were the coloring guide for me. So if I wanted to know what shade of blue to use for Spidey, I'd grab my Mego and say, well, it looks like it's a little darker than this one.
Yeah.
That's what it was for me.
It was always like that violet blue. You know what I mean? I still remember coloring with it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you ever followed Paint by Numbers, which I did when I was a kid, you painted Robin's hair blue, like as blue as the light is, because it was number 8. Number 8 was blue, and I checked twice. I even asked my mom, I was like, Mom, this doesn't seem right, because that's what it was.
Blue hair,
yeah. I mean, it's a punk Robin. I don't know, but it's just what it was.
It's so black and blue. But you were talking about the Ben Cooper costumes. I mean, for me, that takes me back to my, heyday in Halloween, man. I mean, for me, it was like I always had to have a Ben Cooper costume if I was going to go out trick or treating. It was like that was like the end all beat all for me. I mean, I remember having the Spider-Man costume probably 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Oh,
I had the Batman where, in case you forgot who you were, or in case you're somebody who was looking at you forgot who you were, it said Batman right on top of the mask.
It was for the lady answering the door.
Yeah, right.
I had no idea.
Batman.
It said Batman on the thing, but like even the Spider-Man costume would have Spider-Man written on the chest.
Yeah. Who are you? Oh.
All the parents knew who you were. You know what I mean? It was no guessing.
I went up to the door like, I'm Adam Warlock.
Yeah, right.
Right. Here, have a piece of candy, kid. Get out of here.
And they were like,
Avon.
Yeah.
Well, in Canada, it's so cold. You know this, Brian. It's so cold trick-or-treating.
How cold is it?
Your mom makes you wear a coat, right? You're wearing the big coat over top of your smock, so they don't even see this.
So
and
you're
you're taking this thing
everybody.
off. 3 houses in, the string breaks on this. So
Oh, that's so funny.
you're like,
And you
I'm
couldn't
Superman.
See you couldn't
Look
see
at
through
my
the eye
legs.
hole. You couldn't breathe through the nose holes because they're so small. That's all part of the experience, though. That was
I you know what? I think they dropped the code as soon as I could. As soon as I was able to go on my own.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
When they're not with you, it's like, okay, I'll take a coat. Yeah, I'll leave it here.
But my wife comes from much further north, and she had to wear a skidoo suit under her outfit.
What's a skidoo suit, Brian? We don't know what a skidoo suit is.
A skidoo suit, like when it's God,
Is that
I don't know.
like
I
a
do not know
snowsuit or
what
something?
the other word. A snowsuit, I guess. Yes.
I guess.
All right.
I
Sorry, I thought maybe it was like thermal underwear.
It's a local thing.
I used to put the costume over the coat, and then like 3 houses in, the costume would be split, on the leg, under the arm and stuff. So, it was always,
Listen, childhood is a mix of joy and suffering.
Yes.
Okay, that's how it works.
You need to write a book, Paul.
For every Mego, you have to go to church.
Yeah.
You have to spend an hour in church on Christmas morning. It just sucks.
Ross was always Christmas Eve.
The bad thing about owning Ben Cooper was it didn't give you the red thing. So if your mother put the clan outfit and you only had nobody knew who you were, they couldn't look at the costume, they couldn't look at the mask. a piece of candy. You know, he got nothing.
Who
Yeah.
had who had the? Go ahead.
Sorry, so
Paul.
Kevin's going as a dubbed Godzilla movie.
Right.
Kevin, he's saying you have some latency, but do me a favor. Just please do me a favor. Don't touch anything. It's good enough for now. Hopefully
Better
it'll
than not
fix
have
itself.
any audio at all there with you.
You see those little buttons in front of you? Don't touch them, please.
Yeah.
So listen. Well, real quick, who had? Because I did, and I don't know. I don't know how the transaction went down. I know I was present, but I asked somewhere along the line. I asked my mom, "Let's get Spider-Man," and she got the Spider-Man that didn't look like Spider-Man I've ever seen, which
Right.
is in your book. The one with the what's the, you know what I'm talking about? It's not Marvel Spider-Man. It's just
it's 8 years before Marvel
Right.
did Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
Spider-Man
Well-
right on the mask. Yeah.
right, but it was something that they kept redoing even in the 70s, because that's
Spider.
when, you know,
Like a human spider or something.
it was called
just
Spider-Man.
Spider.
No, it was
Okay.
it was called.
Spider-Man.
Gotcha.
And now, and Paul, in answer to your thing, I can't send this over to get on the computer that I'm actually showing this thing on,
Oh,
because
okay.
but I want to show this. I think this is very cool, and I want to ask you a couple questions about it. That is,
Well, tell you what,
even though,
I'll post it up on Ambassador.
well, even though you didn't know it at the
Oh,
time, that's
okay.
actually, yeah, a
Oh,
very
okay.
cool. No, I got the other one. Yeah,
Yeah,
here.
no, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, no, it was this. It was.
Yeah.
I made that costume in 1988, and went to the parade in Greenwich Village.
So
And
what did
that
you
costume,
do for the?
What?
No, I was just saying the utility belt there. What are those little cylinders?
Dowels,
That's
Okay.
so funny.
the wooden dowels painted yellow, but the cowl and cape is taffeta,
Okay.
which is a nightmare to work with.
The
And
cow was pretty cool.
I got a wire frame around my head to keep the ears up.
But that looks good, and I actually like your choice of bat emblem. What
That was Dark Knight. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
that was 1988.
I
2
thought
weeks
that was
after I got
Robert
married.
I thought that
Well,
was a
I
picture of Robert
bought Dark
Pattinson.
Knight in '86, but you know,
Wait, so this is you in 19? So you're
Yeah.
you're oh, okay.
I was
All right.
24 years old.
You go, man. You go.
And I've got another picture of my wife dressed as Robin from the same parade,
And you should show that one too.
and you can tell a look on her face. She's like, "Can we just go home now?"
That's so funny though.
She
I've
knew
never
from
seen
that.
the well, she knew from the get go, though, right?
She knew
Yep.
from 1982
Yeah.
Brian.
that it wasn't going to be easy.
So for the youngest, well, actually, I think Jason's the youngest guy here. So for the second youngest guy on the panel, I want to know what was Brian's top 5 best or worst Halloween costumes as a kid.
Oh, as a kid, yeah, because I've got some doozies as an adult. You know, I had knockoff superheroes 2 years in a row, like the Bat and the Spider, and I thought they were great. I mean, I would have preferred to have the Ben Cooper, but I couldn't find them, and I'm just trying to think what else. I had fond memories of the Star Wars stuff. I didn't really have a bad experience, except when I was like 4. My mom goes, "You're going to be the Lone Ranger." And it's like, okay. She bought me a Lone Ranger costume, and it was like, have I ever mentioned the Lone Ranger? I barely knew who he was, and it was because she knew who the Lone Ranger was, which explains a lot.
Yep.
That's so funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, at least look, at least he had the white hat,
very-
not like a Canadian Mountie or something like that.
Well,
Right.
no, I would have been okay with. I was okay with the Lone Ranger. He had guns, a mask. It was kind of cool. But I just remember thinking when did how did this come to be?
It's hard to ride silver with a skidoo suit too.
You're not.
Yeah, right. I think that played into a big part of my childhood, along with Mego Christmas time. But I think my father liked the Lone Ranger, so Gabriel Lone Ranger figures and that kind of stuff was a constant there for a few years for me too. So I think the same thing played into that.
I don't know. I was watching Lone Ranger on syndication, and Channel 11. They were running George Reeves Superman, Lone Ranger, the Batman, Star Trek, I Dream of Jeannie, and Munsters. I would watch I Dream of Jeannie just to get to Star Trek.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
I became an expert in I Dream of Jeannie just because I had to watch it. Just to keep the TV.
So you didn't. So Jeannie became like a favorite because of the cartoon. I thought the cartoon was great. Remember because they had the
opening.
Tony and Roger were like two long-haired teenagers, and Babu would and they rode a chopper, and Jeannie would sit in the. You don't remember the new
cartoon?
The New Adventures of Jeannie.
Oh no! I was
Jeannie would float around, and Tony would ride a chopper, and
I remember this cartoon. I'm just enjoying Scott flopping so badly.
What?
It had Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill's first acting gig or TV.
Really?
Doing the voice of Tony on that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the only thing that is remarkable about that show.
Yeah.
I just thought as a kid, it's just like, wow, it's perfect.
There's somebody just chimed in too. Comment Mark Hamill, Jeannie cartoon.
Yeah.
Thanks. Now that's another thing I have to go find in my life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think so.
You don't think it's out there? You don't think I'll find it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube.
I'm sure you can. Sure you can.
Will.
I think Boo, wasn't that like Curly Joe Dorita or somebody?
It was Joe Besser.
Joe Besser,
It was.
right.
Yep.
Gotcha.
It was. Which is one of those things. So then because I saw Jeannie first, because obviously I was a little kid, but then when the Stooges came into syndication, they finally got to Joe, because Stooges still took like 3 years before they got to Joe Besser, and he's not so hard, and it's like then I was like, wow, that's Bob, it's one of those little discoveries.
I don't think they liked him, or he worked for them very well. Like he didn't like to be hit and stuff. One of the last Curly replacements, I thought it was Joe Besser.
Okay.
Did not like doing it, and he had all these demands, and I think it kind of suffered the whole.
But he was funny though. I mean, that's still there's that's I like it better than Dorita, because Dorita they were just too old. They were just a little bit uncomfortable. 80-year-olds hitting each other,
Right.
But anyway.
Yeah.
I never got the Three Stooges.
No.
No, it just leaves me cold.
Dude, I still love
watching guys beat each other up. I could just watch family do that.
No, I'm with you, Paul. I never got
Really?
it either. I don't mind Abbott and Costello. I like Abbott and Costello, but
I still watch the Stooges.
It's a little bit of abuse.
Sunday mornings. I used to watch it with my dad every Sunday morning. So it's a thing where I make my daughters sitting in the living room looking at me like I'm crazy watching the Three Stooges Sunday morning. So
But the Lone Ranger I get. Well, actually, Lone Ranger was our COVID show when COVID hit and we were locked down. My daughter and I binge watched it every day at lunch hour.
Yeah.
And until she ruined it for me and said, "How come Tonto gets hit in the head with a gun every episode? He must have a concussion. He must. No wonder he talks like that. He gets hit all the time in the head."
Oh man.
And that just ruined it. So.
I think for me growing up, having the toys first got me to watching the show, and I love watching the Lone Ranger now. And I can say the same thing for the Star Trek. I had the Mego figures first at a very young age, and that got me into watching the Star Trek. And now I'm a lifelong Star Trek fan too. So
Mego's a gateway drug.
Yep.
Same with Power Records.
Actually,
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well, we moved in 1973 to my grandfather's house, and he had a color TV. So I was all of a sudden I'm bowled over by seeing Superman, the Lone Ranger, Batman in color. And the Lone Ranger in color is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then Superman in color, I was like, and they tied in directly. I mean, I already had Mego, but the George Reeves Superman became the Mego Superman.
Right.
And yeah, it's a shame Mego never did. It's a shame. I mean, I got the Gabriel Lone Rangers because I was watching the show.
Gotcha.
I was actually saying to my mother, "Yeah, I really want the Lone Ranger." And
So,
Tonto.
see, so as a kid, Paul, when like Lone Ranger and Tonto came out, I got the double set where they all, where it had the two horses and both figures and window box,
Wow.
but I couldn't, and I knew that the show was an older show because it just came on, and then subsequently, I guess, the figures showed up in stores, but I couldn't figure out why they made the figures now when the show was so old. As like as a kid, it's just weird because that's where my mind was at with certain things, like, why are they making this now, or is this something that's older and I'm just lucky to find it or something.
No, that was the first nostalgia revival.
Gotcha.
That was the first, like when an old show was being put on again and a toy company was like, there's still a market for it. The guys in Gabriel were Lone Ranger fans.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, this is what we should do. Like the kids will love this.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of old guys going, I listen to Lone Ranger on the radio. Yeah, I think they're great.
Well, at the time, I mean, I might have my years mixed up, but at the time with the Gabriel stuff that was out, wasn't there like a cartoon out around that same time too?
No, the 80s Gabriel line, the 3.25 inch, corresponded with the movie, and then later on the cartoon.
Oh.
But there was a cartoon in the late 60s. There actually wasn't really anything but syndicated content in the early 70s for the Lone Rangers.
Gotcha.
And
yeah.
I think that, to Paul's credit of what he was saying about old guys, I think that line sold well because also your grandparents buy you toys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And they know who the Lone Ranger is. They love him, so they buy you him.
True. Yep.
Yeah, because that's a good point, because I don't know where I got those from, but I know I had them. I know I didn't go and pick them out because I wouldn't have known what they were. And one thing that also struck me is that they came with absolutely everything you needed.
Oh yeah.
They were and they were made really well. Plus, from my even younger kid days, from the only horses I ever had was the Johnny West horse, and their answer to everything was put those little ball bearing wheels on it.
Yeah.
And that just didn't fly. Now these were articulated horses. I just thought it was great.
Amazing.
So would anybody love to see a Lone Ranger Mego?
But they don't sell.
That's
yeah. I think
I would love to.
We'd buy them.
I would be so happy, but it's not going to sell because the old men are all dead. The guys that said in the 70s, let's bring it back, they're dead. And there's just not enough people that go, oh, the Lone Ranger. Trust me. I actually approached the people who hold the license about, well, let's do a whole line of Lone Ranger, Zorro, and a couple other guys, and make it like Thrilling Days of Yesteryear, Yeah. And they were just like, $20,000. And we're like, it just isn't good. It's just not worth it. It's like you're just not going to get enough units sold.
I mean, that's almost a thing that you would think about possibly like with a direct consumer, you know what I mean? Or something like that where you wouldn't have to put out as many type
but
thing.
Then you've got Super 7 putting out stuff even more bizarre, more niche. And I'm going, at $18? And I'm like, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah.
You're tooling those bodies.
A Super 7
for 18,
What's that, Kevin?
Yeah.
Super 7 stuff is criminal. What they give you.
What they're charging for it? Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. But
crazy.
But they know, but no, if you do the math, that's what they have to charge in order to even justify it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like if they sold it for less than 18, they wouldn't make any money.
Right.
If you don't make money, then you can't keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's trust me. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to see out there.
Yeah.
But I have to make that. You have to make that call. Is this really going to be? Is this really going to be worth it, or are you just going to be doing? Or are you going to get stuck with a lot of unsolds?
Right.
How about
it's always a balance.
Yeah. How how about I just want to hop to how about Mego in horror? I thought this since 2018, with those that first Dracula, Frankenstein, and then Werewolf, boy, hasn't this thing come a long way? I think Mego's horror catalog right now is outstanding, and it's probably the best figures that they, not they, the best figures that are made uh,
Because horror
from
fans
just
buy them.
well,
We don't
absolutely,
have-
absolutely.
well, we keep going back to the horror well because
And you should.
Yeah.
that audience steps up.
I like their tchotchkes. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
one of them.
And even if they
Yep.
go, well, Sideshow did this better, but they still buy it.
I mean, you
Well,
think of
they love the characters, and they're often underserved characters. You know?
Mhm.
right. Take Hammer Horror for instance.
Yeah,
Great one.
exactly.
Great
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
I buy everything Mego makes from that
Yeah.
because it's just like I want. There's not a Hamler character I would reject.
Well, on that same note, again, with this being a Halloween special, Scott, what's your favorite Mego horror figure to date? We'll go around the room.
To date, it always goes back to the original first four, and it'll never change from that because there was something endearing about them. There was something. It was definitely a fond memory when I was a child. It was
You're talking
something
about
that I had.
The
The Mad Monsters.
Mad Monsters.
The Mad Monsters, the original Frankenstein, the original Dracula, the original Werewolf, and the original Mummy. Those will never be topped, in my opinion. As far as like details and stuff like that, of course, you're going to have more realistic and more engaging figures that they're doing now, to the point where, like, my most wow Mego moments come from every new horror figure. And speaking of, did we mention tonight that we probably have some reveals and we're definitely doing some giveaways. And I know that this might seem like a closed conversation to at least one person, but he took off, right, Frank? And but to everybody else, there will be some giveaways and stuff like that. Going back to the horror thing, the glow in the dark eyes, the glow in the dark hands. I mean, that's just done it for me as a kid.
Right.
And I could say this to add to it. I know that The Walking Dead is finishing up. We've got 3 episodes left, and that's it. But there's a new series coming out, a new Dead series coming out. I think it'll be ready by this time next year, or by Halloween time next year. And then they have the Tales of the Walking Dead that are on, and we still have Fear of the Walking Dead. I would love for Mego to go into that category. Paul already did with MC with Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah,
I thought they were great.
I hate zombies.
Paul, you know what?
Hate them.
Well, you're a bit of a veteran of them.
But the funny thing is, but McFarlane went deep into Living Dead.
I got a closet full of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. He didn't. I think it started hot and then cooled off fast.
Yeah.
And the trick is, you got the Romero universe, you got now Walking Dead, and and zombies can be done public domain, But
well, I had this written down for mine, and I won't spend a lot of time on because I'm going to go to Roberta next. But Return of the Living Dead, I think a couple characters from that particular movie from the '80s would be pretty cool. But anyway, that's just me. Roberta, how about you? What's your favorite Mego horror figure to date, and what's one horror property you'd like to see done?
Universal Monsters, definitely for me. Love all of those. Candyman was really good.
Yeah.
Going forward, What We Do in the Shadows. I'd love to have What We Do in the Shadows.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, very cool. Brian, how about you?
I think right now my favorite is The Curse of Frankenstein.
Okay.
I just really love getting a Mego of that character after all these years. And
yeah.
In terms of properties that I wish Mego would get, I would love to see like the Blood Island movies or the Blind Dead series done as a figure.
Very cool. Yeah. Cool. Jason, how about you?
I didn't think that you could top that Bela Lugosi Dracula way back in, what was it, Wave 1. I didn't think you could top it. And that latest
19.
Frankenstein with Boris Karloff topped it. Like, I still pick that figure up. I'm like, man, it looks exactly like just 10 out of 10 perfect execution on that figure. You're not going to top it. So,
there you go, Paul.
But I'll tell you, as far as properties go, I'd rather get into the B characters of Universal Monsters. So my dream Mego for that has not happened yet. Paul's going to tell me it's because it's not going to sell, I'm sure. but it's Larry Talbot, Lon Chaney Jr. likeness of the Wolfman, like the secret identity of the Wolfman.
Yeah,
I would love to see Larry Talbot.
How about like
to see like
two-pack?
Igor
There
or
you go.
Bella or the B characters in the movies? I'd love to see the lesser known characters.
Pretty cool.
So it's the colossal, the 8-inch version of the Colossal Man. Yay!
Cool. Kevin, how about you?
Well, everybody knows horror has never been.
No.
Because
We're losing.
and he would watch this stuff all the time. Dracula and Karloff Frankenstein, two of my favorites. That Mego. I never had the original 4 until I collected them as an adult. But I think Lugosi and Karloff. Seeing stuff in the future, I'm with Scott. I think The Walking Dead still has a following. 30 characters deep before you ever know it kind of defeats the purpose. But that line.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, and just to add to that, and actually, yeah, because the characters I would like to see, coincidentally, none of them are zombies. They happen to be like the stars of the show that have just,
I always thought it
But
would
I get it.
cool for just like a generic 1950s radioactive like type zombie character, like an unlicensed like glow in the dark zombie, after like one of those B 1950 horror movies. But
The
again,
only problem with that, Frank, is they don't look like nothing. They just, they just like, even George Romero's Night of the Living Dead zombies didn't look,
yeah,
they just,
you'd have to come up with
you
like a cool sculpt, and the glow in the dark thing would be like that would put it over the top. But Paul, how about you? I mean, what's your favorite horror or monster Mego so far?
Christopher Lee Dracula.
Very good choice. Yeah.
That was the one that, I love the Karloff. I love being able to do Son of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And I told them, I'm like, yeah, he just wears a vest. And they're like, you're kidding. Like, yeah, it's just a fur vest. We just take off the jacket, put it on the fur vest, he's done. I go, you're kidding. We can't get away with that, can we? Yeah, that's
and
it.
they did.
It made me sad that we never could do Renfield.
Yeah.
Renfield would have been fucking cool.
Yeah.
I actually had a sculpt done. And it was just like, nope, it's not in the license.
Yeah. Okay.
wow.
Yeah,
So,
Dwight Fry, I can't believe that I guess there's nobody left because he had lineage, he had children. There was Dwight Fry Jr. I guess he's, so I'm
it's
surprised.
just not in our license. And I was told,
Yeah.
I would love to have done, Van Helsing from Dracula.
Yeah. Well,
And
some of these
not
guys, they
licensed.
don't know there's a living relation, right?
Whatever, it just,
Yeah.
it wasn't available. So,
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, Dawn of the Dead, Romero's Dawn of the Dead actually has a lot of cool characters like Bubba,
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy,
Oh yeah.
that that look cool. That but I take whatever they tell me to do, I'll get it done.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead is one of my favorites.
It doesn't matter whether I'm sick of it or like it or love it.
Yeah. I like that.
Whatever.
Can
it's
I,
told me to do.
Can I jump out of turn here? John sent this to me, and I wanted to show you. There's is that the bat costume you had, Brian?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
That's it, officer.
I actually like the little wings on the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I made do, and I was pleased.
That's cool.
But that drawing is burned into my psyche, and I own a one. Doesn't fit anymore though.
I'm not sure who these guys are supposed to be. I guess
I know,
these
but
guys.
they're not licensed.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
funny
cool.
though. Thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks, John. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
You know,
A couple
every
of
time I
folks
go
mentioned.
through
What's that, Jake?
I was just gonna say a couple of people had posted Night Stalker Kolchak as a possible
Yeah,
license.
exactly.
That was a
Paul,
good one.
what's
because that'll sell like hotcakes.
You know what? I actually think it
No.
might.
I'd take more of a chance on the old man from A Christmas Story than I would Cold
There you
Shot.
go. You can make your costume. Is
So
that
what
I would buy 10,000 cultures.
See, I just don't want to source a seersucker suit and Mego scale.
I'd buy it.
what about Dark Shadows, Paul?
Dark Shadows. I was involved in that.
Do just one. I mean,
The guy who made those used my factory and screwed me over. They moved a lot of my tooling, and a lot of it got lost.
Okay.
Let's go break. So
Like the Green Arrow quiver.
Yeah.
You know, the Hulk body. I had already tooled it.
Right.
And I went back and said, well, where is this tooling? And he went, well, we didn't have an order for it, so we didn't move it. I go, you mother.
Gee.
Like, that's thousands of dollars of tooling that got lost because I had no control over it.
Well, let me ask you this. I know you talked about before. You've talked about Dark Shadows, being difficult to work with Dan Curtis. I guess his estate and stuff like that.
I didn't work with him.
Okay.
This was this guy who had his friend was at Dan Curtis. He got it done.
Yeah.
He just said, that was Spectre Toys, and he's like, I'm going to use your tooling at the new factory because we'll get these figures made for half the price you're paying now.
Wow. Okay.
When we got there, same price.
Gotcha.
And
you
built
lost
a good relationship with a factory for a guy who just was slimy the whole way.
That's the Night Stalker and Kolchak. That's another show that takes me right back to growing up. I mean, I loved watching that. That's one of my all-time favorites.
I can't watch it to this day. If it's the only thing on TV, I actually shut the TV off, and that is
really
something that I just don't like it. Don't like it.
I can watch that.
I have a show like that.
I'll be happy.
You guys will hate me for it's MASH.
What's that?
I hate MASH.
Hey guys,
I'll turn the channel
listen.
and everybody hates me.
Wait, everybody.
I'm not a fan of MASH either, Jason.
Wait, hold on a second. Listen, we got a special news bulletin. We got a special person. We're gonna everybody give a round of applause for.
Hey, Robin.
Hey,
Rob. How you doing?
Golf clap.
Yay! Zombie babies! Yay! Everybody! Yay. So,
Good to see you. We were just
talking about Mego and Halloween.
Imagine that.
No, that Mego.
Yeah.
You realize this is 2022?
Yeah, we're back, baby.
And we're still talking about Mego.
Yeah, more than ever.
Paul, you look like the Don.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Robin, while we have you, I'm going to jump in right now and ask you the same question as far as favorite Mego monster or horror figure, to date, and a property you would like to see Mego, possibly do, horror related.
Okay, so my favorite Mego monster to date, I'd have to go with Dracula. I think I'd have to go with I like the old school black hair, and one for me, yeah.
Cool.
So as far as monsters, I mean, you guys have done so many of them at this point. You've done everything that I probably know. Brian Heiler, what the crazy monsters are.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, going forward, what would you? Didn't they have? I know you're a big fan of Lost. They didn't have any. wasn't any monsters type of thing. What was? I've never even seen the end of that. So,
No,
but as far as
the monster in Lost was just a smoke monster.
Yeah. Yep.
So I had to make do by making a puppet out of black cotton.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's funny.
And
That's funny.
Scott, you never saw the end. It was just a dream. They woke up and it was just a dream. It was like,
Really?
No,
No.
Oh, spoilers.
Well, we'll just have to. How much time do we have anyway?
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
I think I hear my
I
mom
can say,
calling.
I can say straight on Lost. You and your 3 viewers who care.
Yeah.
I still have I still have all the figures. Well, yeah, I would say carded, but they don't stay on the cards. They like to let themselves loose.
Yeah.
But I have them in a box somewhere, and I still have a big box that I got from you, and has all these started projects in it. And so I don't want it. So like I go in there, it's like, oh, I don't want to touch that, because I know this is when you were trying to you were in your thought process of trying to turn that Barbie jet into the plane from Lost.
Yeah, right.
So I have like pieces of your development, of that.
Oh, you have Barbie chairs.
Right, and I have that's some of the things that are in there, and just parts and pieces. I could see where you were going, so they're like archived. So I don't really I can't use them because they're they're like historical, in a way.
I think it's going to be okay. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
With them.
Well,
you have my blessing. I know. I need my Lost figures are all in storage right now. I would have to take somebody else off the stage in order to make room for the Lost figure. I'm apparently getting into Dynamite, which is a huge problem. She multiplied. She's like a rabbit.
Yeah. It's just like collecting carded Megos too. So you go down that rabbit hole.
There's that big.
Once you get look at he's carded.
Those are the ones that I was.
Dynamite outfits.
There you go.
Ooh.
I know it.
What were they thinking?
This
Some of those outfits are just painful.
Well, some of the 70s were just painful.
They're very. The outfit 1970s.
Yep. Yeah. For sure.
That was all Marty's mother.
Really?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Are you serious?
Madeline. Yeah.
No.
Marty's mother, Maddie, did all of Dynamite stuff.
And that's why there's a Maddie Mego.
That's why it's Maddie Mod. That's Madeline. That's Marty's mother.
Holy,
really
guess
cool.
Guess what I got to get on eBay now.
Yep.
We're good.
There you go.
Hey, did they make the one that dances? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that that actually came to pass, huh?
Yeah. I actually, there used to be a girl that was on the Mego mailing list back in the day that said she used to have a band and they would bring the Laney doll when they were doing their shows to go across the stage.
Wow.
Laney's got to work for a living.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Exactly.
No kidding.
Gee.
Wow. So that's so cool, though.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. So how come? Wow.
Dr. Mego put some knowledge down on us tonight.
Yeah, man. So she thought of the hippie costume and everything, huh?
Listen, Marty said he came to my house and he saw, my shop and was like, "Boy, this reminds me of my mother."
Wow.
The sewing machine and the patterns and
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That is so cool. That
Is
really, really is.
So what is it?
That's very
Hey, Frank.
I have a question then. If we
Go ahead, Robin.
talk about Dynamite for a minute, since Dynamite's on my mind. Like, why is it that seems like a fashion doll, but she's clearly not, because she's an 8-inch figure? Like, fashion doll, or is that clearly just only for the 12-inch scale?
Okay, they didn't think they could get into the Barbie market. Dynamite was, like Action Jackson, a way to steal some of the Barbie.
Right.
Or more importantly, like Skipper, You know, like
Mhm.
to try to give a little Barbie, because
Yeah.
Dynamite's face is very undeveloped.
Yeah.
And I think they were thinking it as she would accessorize with Barbie. Because they were doing, from 1959, they were doing Barbie outfits. That
Gotcha.
was Mego's first trip. Mego, as soon as Barbie came out, Mego realized that Mattel couldn't keep up with the demand. So they started doing Barbie clothes, 11.5-inch fashion outfit. That's why they created Maddie Mod, to be able to say, oh no, it's from Maddie Mod. Barbie who?
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But that was their first
So cool.
big hit.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the 8-inch format seems odd, but a big selling doll from the late 60s, early 70s was Dawn.
Dawn,
was
yeah.
about
Well, it was
6
6
inches tall.
inches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mego knocked that off with I Am a Dizzy Girl.
Yeah.
But,
my wife was a Dawn fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So she was, but I'm sorry. So she was 6 inches, though, right? Like
6
so,
inches. Not 8. So
And
think of all the aggravation of doing outfits for 8-inch.
Yeah, 6
And
inch.
then knock it down by 25%.
Yeah.
And there's a Dawn set that is Clark Kent's outfit, even with the little tie.
Wow.
And it is all the same materials. It's just 6 inches. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
So because I have like a I think it's like not a raincoat, but it's some kind of a coat, and I guess it's a Maddie Mod coat, but it's basically it's the same collar
Robin Smith.
that General. Huh? No, man, it's the same. It's the
Maddie
same.
Mod.
No, the collar is the same that General Urko has. It's the same that with the. It's the same thing. It looks like they just ripped it off and put it on him. You know, it's a little half circle.
Okay.
Yeah. Maddie had it first.
Yeah, right.
Let's put a 12-inch doll's turtleneck that the pattern was the Mego mummy clothing, like the bandages.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and there's some stuff with the Tarzan fabric too.
Okay.
What do you think these people did?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what they did.
If you got a pattern already, you're halfway
Yeah, right.
there.
Yeah. Wow.
Actually, I'll tell you what I figure out one day. The shirt from one of the Western guys is Dick Grayson's jacket.
Oh,
okay.
I remember looking at it and going, wait a minute. This is the same pattern.
Gotcha.
Like they just didn't give him the lapels.
Ah.
And I was like, oh, so I can use this to do the jacket for Dick Grayson.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, we probably all have seen this in the past with Mego. I mean, recycling stuff from prior lines and using stuff, and that was just the way things were done. I mean, I think things, just borrowing from other lines, that kind of
Trust
stuff.
me.
Yeah.
What I got to do when I okay. You haven't announced it yet, so I don't think I can talk about it. But there's a guy
reveal? Come on.
Yeah, no, I don't reveal. But there's a guy doing it. I went, wait a minute. I could use the jacket from this and do the arms from this.
Right.
And it'll work. And I was like, oh, there you go.
There you
go. So I could just tell the factory, okay, take this guy's jacket, put the arms from this other outfit on, and there you go. And it's like, so you don't need a pattern from me. You don't need a sample.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
Now everybody's racking their brains to think,
Good.
What you're talking about.
I hope you have aneurysms.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Laying in bed, you think I'm trying to go to sleep, but your brain's going, what outfit could it be? Who could do that? What?
Exactly.
Keep it vague.
There you go.
Excellent. All right, Frank, you know what time it is, right?
It is.
Another time?
Not quite yet. I think we're gonna do our first giveaway. But how do you want to go about that, Scott?
Same way we did last time. Kevin Fiore, Gatekeeper.
The way
We're gonna do a giveaway. There's no challenge here except for you. Well, actually, what was the challenge, Kevin? They have to be the certain number of person to reply. Is that how we did it?
Yep. Let Robin pick a number from 1 to 20.
The winner's name can't be Scott.
13.
Yeah. Was that 13?
13.
Okay. 13, Scott.
Okay, the 13th person to comment, make mine Mego Halloween.
Go ahead,
Make
Kevin.
mine Mego Halloween.
There you go.
Kevin, you're the counter. And
How
go.
about the counter? I can't see anything.
Oh,
What are we looking at?
The comment. I don't see anybody commenting yet.
okay.
Can't see the
So,
comments. Don't.
All right, there's
okay, well,
1, there's 2,
There's 2,
3, there's
3, 4, 5,
5,
6, 7.
7, 8, 9,
8. Yep.
10,
10, 11, 12, 13. It was the Facebook user. What was it? Was it 2056? Facebook user 2056?
all right. I just highlighted it. It should be on the screen. Wait.
Okay.
Well, it just
this-
nope. There it is, right there.
You got it,
That
Scott.
joker right there. Whoever that is.
There you go.
Yourself.
Yep. Send me a message on
Oh
Facebook.
my!
All right. So the first giveaway would actually be, it's going to be a slim and jumbo, carded slim and carded jumbo. There you go.
Very nice.
Keeping the hard monster vein for Halloween. So there you go.
Did you see, Robin, have you seen the Killer Clowns Mego figures yet?
Do we have them here?
Probably not. Frank does. Frank,
Hold
show
on,
her
hold
one of them figures.
on.
Frank's got everything. Frank's in his garage,
I don't know if
office,
you want
shop.
Frank standing up.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
He's got pants. He's wearing pants tonight. It's okay.
Thank God. A nickel for every time he didn't have pants.
Head.
Yep.
Yeah,
we
Wojo
have-
headquarters. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
WHQ.
Yep.
All right, so whoever this person is, you see your comment highlighted. Why don't you throw your name out there in your next comment with 3 pumpkins so we know who you are?
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Congrats. Make sure you send me a message on Facebook, or you can email me at absoluteretro.
Use
Gmail.
the secret code.
Yep, there you go. Jumbo and Slim.
What's the secret code?
We don't have one. That's a joke. I don't know. We don't.
You know,
There you go.
slipshot operation.
There you go. There you go.
You
So
have to get a random number generator that would spit out a code and
Yeah, we tried that once, and he still hasn't received his package.
that was fun that time, right?
Yeah.
All right. What do we got next on the agenda there, Scott? What are we going to do
What
next?
do we have next on the agenda? How about those Mego Minix?
How about
How
those
about that?
minutes? And just to let you guys know, if you haven't already, there's actually a Mego Minix Instagram page that just started here recently. So if you haven't started following that, please check it out. There's going to be some cool stuff revealed on that Instagram page, and that's going to be dedicated just to the Mego Minix figures. So,
we're going to put it on Twitter, but then Elon Musk bought it.
yeah, right. But lots of cool stuff. You've got some of the stuff like, Stranger Things coming out, Squid Game. What else? The Witcher.
Money Heist.
Money Heist. Yep. And I think Joel mentioned in Wave 2, I think he mentioned, Kiss? A couple Kiss figures in Wave 2, and he mentioned some other ones.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
Squid Game, one of them.
Yep. Well, Squid Game was one from the first wave. So some cool stuff. I mean, it's definitely a different direction, but I think
Stranger Things.
That's where
Stranger Things. That's
Stranger
what you're
Things.
thinking of.
Yep.
So that's where Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes would be great there too, but that's where Walking Dead would be a good way to sneak that in there.
That's different. Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure. But
so Paul, so tell us about. I'm sorry,
I
Frank.
know
I didn't mean to step on
nothing.
you.
I see nothing.
I was just going to say, These are 5-inch figures, correct?
Yes. So I've never measured them.
But they look about 5 inches.
I
Yeah,
guess.
so about-
Yeah, they're about.
They look like 6-inch to me. I don't know.
I think
Oh,
they're
okay.
between four
I-
and 3/4 to 5 inches tall. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to measure them in millimeters.
Yeah, but definitely a different direction. I think it's going to appeal to some different fans.
We want
know.
the young kids.
My daughters
Why
love
you old
these
people?
cars, so
for labor.
We want children.
That's the first thing I thought was like, this is stuff my kids buy.
Yep.
Yeah. We're tired of
Which
you
is
old
not an
people.
insult.
No more old people. We're sick of it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's cool though. I think it's got a lot of cool possibilities with that too. So
How about
Yeah.
that? How about that Amazon store?
What
Yep.
about it?
Amazon Mego store. It's check it out. Pre-order. You've got World's Greatest Superheroes. Tons of stuff going on there. If you haven't checked it out, please do that.
I saw a guy on eBay selling, Batman and Robin, 50th anniversary, and he said, "Oh, they're going to be arriving in October."
Well,
I'm like, "Well, dude, it's October 29th. I don't think so."
Yeah, right.
wait, there's still one day.
Yeah, yeah.
But if he didn't specify the year,
This is
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah.
Don't go to eBay and get these World's Greatest Superheroes. You can go to the Mego Amazon store. You can hit me up. There's plenty of retailers out there that are selling these, at the regular suggested retail price. Don't overpay for them on eBay.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
do
overpay for them. You might even find them at Walmart.
So what?
there you
Well, who makes these suggestions anyway
What suggestions?
about the price?
About what price?
The suggested retail price. Frank just
For
mentioned
what?
that
For what?
for the who. That's for the figures.
Marty.
Somebody's got to suggest it, huh?
Marty says $20.
Oh, Marty.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Dude, what do you?
Yeah, but
No,
don't.
we don't look. There's not. He says that is $20. Okay.
There you
And
go.
I
Looks
really
like
don't
about
understand
$20.
guys who put them out like $15. I'm like, you can't
Yeah.
make any money on that.
Mm,
I'm sorry, you're not. And it won't take long before you just bust it out.
yeah, right.
If you're going to retail, you have to have a profit margin. You have to. There's a reason why. Whatever.
My point was
You preach to the choir.
just don't overpay on eBay for these things.
Yeah, don't pay
Yeah.
$30 on eBay. That's silly.
Come on. Don't do that. So, but yeah, a lot of cool stuff happening. Lots of cool stuff.
How about and these things are also going to be available at Walmart, aren't they?
They
Somebody
are.
made a comment about hockey.
The Minix figures will be available at Walmart. The World's Greatest Super. What was that, Paul? Hockey?
Somebody made a comment about hockey. It says Ives over Islanders 3-1 halfway through the second.
Okay.
Well,
I'm
that's Troy. He's
There's
probably
no sports.
He's probably watching the game as he's doing.
What?
Listen, that's okay because his buddies probably just got the message about the maskless 50th anniversary Robin. They're probably wondering what that's all about. So
Yeah, right.
clearly, Troy
got a
probably
mask.
got his.
Yeah.
Trust me, he's got a mask.
Here,
Gotcha.
Paul, let me refill you.
All right, good luck.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
So, Paul, can I ask a question? I know you guys have talked about these World's Greatest Superheroes 50th anniversary a lot. I get to ask questions now. So, is the retro area that you're going into with World's Greatest Superheroes going to continue in other ways, or is what am I trying to say? Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm a little nervous.
take your time. We got a lot. We're fine. Yeah.
Well, so in other words, it's like so you made new Superman, new Shazam, right? Several months ago, last year, whenever it was.
Right. The tops,
now,
yeah.
now you're making retro ones. So
Yeah.
are we
Yeah.
still going to see? Are we going to continue to see new go in the retro line for a
Everything. Everything. All the time. We're doing the Batman movie.
Very cool.
We're doing the Shazam movie.
Okay.
Aquaman. We got Black Adam. We got all
there's some
movies.
reveals.
Oh, is this a reveal?
I don't know. You
I didn't know Black Adam.
Didn't we show these at San Diego?
Did we?
I swear, Bruce and Joel showed these at San Diego.
I didn't see
Well,
it.
they showed the Red Superman. They showed Red
Hey,
Superman.
there you go. That's
Okay,
why
all right,
you
whatever.
tune in
Anyway,
for the Mego Live.
No, the license has. We have a license that includes the new movies.
Okay.
Great.
I don't think that's. If that's a reveal, oh well. But I'm pretty sure they were shown in Dallas at Toy Fair. I don't know. I guess nobody reported it. You know?
Wow. Okay.
But I made prototypes to show there, and they're going.
Nice.
So
Are you telling me that I'm getting my Jason Momoa?
Yes. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa.
Thank you.
Dwayne Johnson, Black Adam.
Be a lot of rock customs.
Yeah. Yep.
Whatever,
So wait,
man.
So you guys previewed the Momoa already?
I think so.
Wow.
I don't remember.
Check your
Well,
phone,
hey.
Paul, and start emailing Scott.
That's
here.
okay. That's
I
okay.
don't. Yeah, it's in the license. It'll show up.
No, yeah. You're cool.
Yeah.
You're cool.
Hey.
Hey, so what about just real quick, going off of what Robert just said, since because it is a deep dive. Robert is from what Paul's just saying now. Since we have a Dr. Fate and a Hawkman in this Black Adam movie, are we going down? You think we want to drive down that road too? I do.
I'd love to. I don't know. I don't have any say.
Gotcha.
The comic book version, definitely,
Okay.
but it's a question of is there retailer interest in Dr. Fate, in Hawkman? Now, right now, McFarlane's got it all out there.
Yeah.
In a way, watch how he does. Watch how they sell.
Yeah.
We could have done 84 Wonder Woman. And they so screwed up releasing the movie that McFarlane had product on the shelves last year.
Yeah.
For the 84, and nobody bought it. And there's still
Paul, there is an ongoing question about the Gal. I can't even say
Gal
it.
Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah. Is because that you know what, I'm hitting the Canadian dry pretty hard, but is she still coming? Because I know there was
no idea.
Okay.
I refuse to comment on the grounds that may incriminate me.
And I hear that. And I don't blame you. We'll definitely find out.
There you go.
No, seriously, it's not even ducking a question. I don't know.
Okay. Gotcha.
We have a lot of options.
Yeah.
We showed a reverse flash. I guess nobody noticed.
In the counter display, it was in one of the boxes.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
I remember that. Joel took a picture and put it up there, and I was like, "Uh-oh," and he was like, "No, it's fine. Okay."
Right.
But I said, some eagle eye is going to see reverse flash and go, "Oh."
Yep.
I'm not doing
I
mix-up.
think that was me. 3 seconds after it posted, I'm like, "What's this? Reverse flash?"
Listen, I would love to have this stuff known.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, okay, what was an example? If you announce something and then it never comes out, everybody gets upset. So don't announce it until you're going to put it out.
Right.
Not everything's going to work. Not every license goes through. Not everything's going to get, approved. So, we have to, quite frankly, I don't think anything should be announced until the licensor has approved everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that could be when the stuff's on the water.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating,
Gotcha.
But whatever. I do whatever I'm told.
Somebody in the comments just mentioned. Go ahead.
Is that
There's super gals in the mix.
Because
Yep.
It was announced, and I guess it was to be that ugly Wonder Woman that wound up is it animation or
the Gal Gadot Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the prototype we got, the sculpt that Scott Fensner did was beautiful. And then what the factory came back with, she looked horse-faced. And we were like, this is not acceptable. This is not approved.
Right.
Go back to the tooling shop and fix it. And the quantity of them have shipped. And we were like, we didn't tell you to ship it. So, it's like, so will we make, I still want to fight with them over it.
Yeah.
So realistically, right now there's a handful of some extremely rare Megos, the ones that did get released.
That's right. That's
There you go.
extremely rare.
Start that.
And you guys be kicking yourselves 40 years from now.
Yeah.
Because I
when you're 100 years old and you don't have these.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, they were on the shelves on Target too.
Because listen, this is commerce.
Right.
Things have to ship. I mean, we do the best we can, but you got to get it out the door.
Yeah.
You can't hold up production. Walmart needs to have it by a particular date to get it out on their planogram.
Right.
You say, oh, listen, we need a couple of weeks. They go, no.
Yeah.
Then you miss the deadline.
Yeah.
Then we don't buy these, or we put them. That's not how you run the railroad.
Right.
But
can't stop it.
No,
got to keep going. I understand.
Yeah.
But
the 50th anniversary, those are beautiful.
They are.
So
are indeed.
I have a Superman pre-ordered. I mean, not a Superman, a Robin, because I was able to squeak one in to the Walmart.com. So hopefully they said something shipped, and I'm just hoping that was the something, because I would love to be able to.
Isn't it funny that just Superman went out?
Yeah.
Did anybody ever see Batman?
Not yet.
Well, it's like it's like I was telling Frank. Wouldn't it be neat and frustrating to some, but I think it's neat that if some way for some whatever reason Walmart's just doing like a little like put it live, see if anybody catches it, shut it down, put it live, see if anybody catches it, shut it down.
Yeah, you're thinking there's way it's just not like that.
I get it, but like I said, I was able to.
It's more like somebody goes, what? It's not up? What? I thought it was. What?
Yeah, right.
What? Oh, well, that guy's out at lunch right now. I don't know. We'll deal with it later.
Yeah.
There's a lot of product. They have a lot of product.
So,
and, we go, oh, what about this? And they go, what? Okay. All right. We'll look into it.
Gotcha.
Jason, I got a question for you. What your Whitman book that you're coming out with? What do you have? Is it done yet? Is there a working title, or is it completed?
No, it's totally done. It's
totally done.
It's at the publisher right now, being printed, and pre-orders
Very
being
cool.
taken, and it should be in my hands. I'm expecting like next month.
Wow.
Do you have a cover that you can show by any chance? Or is that if I'm asking too much, you don't have to do that. But
no,
I'm using.
I'm sorry. I'll flip it to you through Facebook, Scott. I'll flip it to you.
Oh, okay. So well, let me put it to you another way. What is the title of your book that's coming out?
Sorry, it's Whitman's World of Coloring Books.
Okay, so we're going to do a giveaway right now for the 10th person to tell us the name of Jason's newest book that he's coming out with. We have another 2-pack to give away. So for the 10th person to give us the name of Jason's book, Whitman's World What was it again?
Of coloring books.
Whitman's World of Coloring Books. For the 10th person to say that, we're going to give you a 2-pack of figures. For real. Like, I'm not joking. If there's anybody out there, there's 71 people. Okay, let's try this another way.
There you go. We got it.
Wait, okay,
One,
there
two.
we go.
There's a delay.
Yep.
Seconds at least.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And again, what's the 10th one? Is it Dodd?
That's what I got.
Okay. Stephen J. Dodd. You are the winner. Your prize is, let me refer to my prize-olator.
The prize-olator.
It's a prize-olator.
Looks like Paul dropped off.
He did. He sent me a message about him and an appointment he had to take care of.
Okay.
I actually got to fly too, guys. I've got a movie date.
Well, Brian,
So,
before you drop, Brian, just tell us about what you got going on, where we can find you, that kind of stuff.
You can find me in my living room. No,
we're coming over.
Yep.
No, I've just got issue 8 of Two Adventures coming out this week. Might be in on Monday or Tuesday, so I will be invisible for a while. And I'm dropping a new video tonight as part of a series called Bleak Sunday.
Yep.
It's a bunch of YouTube personalities making horror videos. Tomorrow, I think that drops at 2 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. So check that out. I did a thing on Monster Bash, and it's a lot of fun.
Very
because
cool.
I had a lot of fun. Yeah.
Very
All right.
cool.
Well,
Thanks,
see
Brian.
you, everybody. Have fun.
Appreciate it. Yep.
Brian, thanks for
No problem. Good to see you, Robin.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Kevin. Happy Halloween, guys, and everybody there. Cheers.
Thanks, Scott. What did Steve? What did he win?
Stephen won a pair of Chucky and the Bride of Chucky set from ZLC.
There you go, Stephen. Congrats. Congrats. There you go. All right.
Stephen, just make sure I have your address, and I will forward it to them. And Chris over at ZLC will take care of you. And thank you for playing.
And then, yep. So what do we have a reveal? Another? Well, I know there are all kinds of reveals tonight with Paul. I mean, that was like some pretty cool stuff, right?
Exactly. Hey, so check this out. When Paul gets back, let's pretend like Brian was never here. So when he asks where's Brian, we're going to be like, "What are you talking about, dude? Dude, Brian's not here. This is just—it's been us the whole time at all."
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, let's take this time and because we never have Robin here ever. So, Robin, what have you been doing lately?
Never.
What have you been doing lately? Period. But what have you been doing lately? And is there any Mego things that you might be involved with?
Well, let's see. I have been doing a little bit of Mego stuff lately. That I'm taking Vinny Bone's Dynamite pictures and that. So that's the first time I've worked on one of the galleries in quite a while. That's still there, but she needs some. You know, it's so great to be able to get so many photos from so many collectors now. It's so easy. People used to send me snapshots from the, on printed press of Mego photographs from the 90s of people that would send it in for the Mego Museum. And an entire collection beamed into my inbox instantly. A large, high resolution photo.
Yeah.
It's an age of miracles. Seeing the Dynamite thing, which I just got into because I started collecting Dynamite again.
Okay.
And I put all my son's Legos in storage space because he wasn't interested in the Legos anymore, and neither was I.
Yeah.
So space for Megos, and then I'm doing a custom project.
Okay. Excellent.
I run a website. I'm doing Banana Republic Safari dolls. using wear from the Line Rock soldiers. So
Oh wow. Okay.
yeah. So I don't know if I could show you pictures, it would make more sense. But so anyway, I'm just having fun with my toys again.
That's awesome.
Which is nice.
Yep.
I sort of took some time away from toys for a while, and to be creative with them. So that's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and you know what, and of course it's always, you know, you got to do what you feel anyway. But that, you know, to be able to take that kind of a break and get back into it, because I'll be honest with you, as soon as I seen, you know, I said, ooh, I seen a post, and I was like, oh, okay, man, nothing strange about that. But then when I started seeing your name keep coming up, I was like, oh boy, yes. And then when you expressed interest in Dying, I was like, yes. So that's why. So that got me excited. And if you guys don't know, Robin is responsible for the Dita designs, the play sets. I wish I don't have them displayed in this house, but
I got a few, Scott.
I got
a lot. Oh yeah,
that's
really?
right.
Oh,
Do
this is fun. What you
Yes,
got?
I've got
All right.
Robin Ellie's gym.
Oh,
Awesome.
I got the Adventure Team headquarters with the little
Awesome.
Stretch Armstrong and
Very
Arnold.
cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And you got
And I got a few more, but I just can't move with the cord here. So
that's totally understandable. So
That's cool.
It just to try to for those of you that still don't know what we're talking about, you know, everybody had their thing. Paul customizes. You know, Paul has, you know, learned how to do the capes and gloves. You know, as just how to keep that continuing. Jason is a customizer. Kevin's a customizer. Everybody has their thing. Robin was the one who came and started showing love for the play sets. With the original, I would say like the mimic of the Mego. What do you even call that? What is that vinyl play set? Was that would be what you would call it, Robin?
the vinyl play sets where
Yep.
you know, especially what I love about the Megos is it's vinyl. It's rather than printed, because you know sometimes you use opaque, and that's on opaque vinyl. But I love that Mego had these plastic shells and they would insert into it. You know, you can take a back cave, make it for Action Jackson or Batman or whatever. Love that technology, and it's really simple technology because it's basically the same stuff that they bring binders.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
This being the lost continent that actually this is actually Shane's. He bought it from me, and he's kind of waiting to see what else I post.
So he's waiting to be shipped.
Yes. No. He wanted, but this is if this looks familiar, because this is also the Bat Cave, you know, and also Planet of the Apes Village.
Yes.
Yep.
So
And then
I wanted to make a play set that you could put your own art would have that vinyl quality to it.
Yes.
And so
nice.
I went to a 3-ring binder manufacturer, and they custom designed these things for me. And they're slide artwork into, and then rivet the thing together, just like using rivets the way. And you can make your own play sets. And so we did Star Trek and Batman. I did a Knight's Castle. I did a Lost play set that was pretty epic. Battlestar Galactica. I did the Galactica.
Oh wow! Okay.
So yeah, so I worked for a long time as a background painter in the animation industry. So I had these backgrounds, use them to create these play sets.
Very cool.
That's awesome.
Mego went to Brooklyn. Mego had those made in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Right.
There was a shop that did them, so it was a lot easier to ship. You know, when Diamond Select wanted to do the Enterprise, they said, "Well, we're going to do it. We're doing it in China," and it said, "We're only going to. It's going to have to be one to a case."
Oh wow.
He goes, it's going to be really expensive
Yeah.
because it's a lot of air in there, and it's like, and they're like, and literally, the Chuck to Sarah from Dine Select said to Marty, "How did you do this?" And Marty said, "I've done it in the States. What are you, stupid? Like, you can't do that in China."
Yeah. Right.
It was just funny. It was just perfect example of old toy guy and new toy guy.
Yeah.
The new toy guy is like, everything has to come out of China.
Yeah.
You know, the U.S. can't do anything. And old toy guy's like, you got to know who to talk to.
So Bruce wants to know where are the play sets and inserts available. Robin actually has an answer for that.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, it's all you've missed the boat.
Oh, come on.
Stopped making them several years ago. I mean, that was like I was making those play sets, and I sort of had stopped making them. I could make
but is it
again, but they're very expensive. I have them manufactured in Compton, California, and
is it
a really high price point. And
is it the arts? And don't you still sell the art though, Robin?
I still sell the artwork. You can buy the if you go to Secret Fantasy Displays. I still sell. You can download artwork and print it at your backdrops for your shelves or whatever you want.
If I could,
I actually.
Let me see if I can do this.
We don't have the room.
Yeah.
To display them.
Oh, check this out. Did you see this? I'm sorry. Just to. I found this at Walmart today. The Star Wars shirt is like the I think that's the Marvel first issue. Or something. It's just. All right. Let me see if I can show this.
Looks like somebody rearranged it. Because on the Marvel first issue, Darth Vader was green.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do this here. So up here should be. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't show it because it's not in this room. I do have your Planet of the Apes artwork, which I paid for and printed. Only one copy. Because it's wrong room. But I can't walk out. But so you could use it. And I think they're like 10 by 10. They work perfect in bookshelves.
Yeah.
It can be trimmed down to bookshelf
any size. Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
It's actually the best of both worlds.
Yep.
It makes it so that you could fit it on a bookshelf instead of being a freestanding dust collector.
Well, the idea it's really interesting though. With the original idea was that it would be a thing that you could put onto a bookshelf quite easily. And the box is designed to fit on a standard IKEA bookshelf. So I had this idea that people would buy these vinyl panels and put the artwork in and their stuff. That's not what people wanted. People wanted the custom made that I ended up, having to, just like a ton of work.
I want the Wayne Foundation.
Yep, I do.
I got it.
3 stories tall with a working.
Yeah, right.
Well, I got it. I still. It's. Yeah.
And then they saw the price tag and went, "Ow."
Yeah.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah.
So.
I'd pay that. Ow.
But
so
I don't know. There's a lot more deals, I think. They were pretty popular for a while. So I made a bunch of them.
And I thought I missed the boat too. And thank God. I think I was persistent and I was able to. But then I was persistent, and luck would have it that the '66 Batman was very popular, which required Robin to make that update just so she could take the picture of Batman and Robin climbing up the bat rope. But y'all want to see a reveal?
Heck yeah! What you got?
Definitely.
Okay, it's
now I've gone to the bathroom.
Yes, it's not a Mego reveal. It's where my mailman hides drinking. But I took some pictures. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. Here we go. Reveal.
Okay.
This is
Wow.
What's his name?
Creep Show.
Nice.
It's Father's Day from Creep Show, the movie,
Okay.
Wow.
1982.
Wow.
Very
It is. It. Okay, I keep going. You know, you got more pitches.
Actually, I have.
I sent you 3 pitches.
Okay, Okay, so you're right. I do have 3 pictures. It's just not
Very
that easy
cool.
to pull up like that. Okay, that's one. Hold on.
That's
So,
really cool.
well, I'm not done yet, even though I'm moving slowly because this is not. This is on the fly production here. So
Yeah.
let's sort of share screen. Okay.
Why would you rehearse?
No, what? Because I didn't know I had the picture.
Okay, this is the cake.
Okay.
Oh,
Very cool.
Wow.
Oh my God.
You know, I mean, this is from the '82 movie,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Okay, well, what character you want to do from the movie?" I'm like, "Father's Day."
Okay.
I know it's been done to death, but it's the coolest.
It is.
So it's a ghastly story, and there's supposed to be another handle on the other side of the platter.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the 3D print was a little too delicate. But the good news is now we work digital
Yeah.
for a lot of things, so the digital file gets sent to the factory.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
I get a 3D output
Yeah.
from Tyler Ham, and I hate to say this, but my dog ate my dog got hold of the package,
Right.
and the other handle went flying, and I was like,
wow.
all right, well,
funny.
the
That's
important
cool.
thing is it gets done.
Yeah.
But we showed that at Dallas Toy Fair.
Okay. That's a nice Halloween reveal. That's awesome.
He's got
Cool.
you have to know the movie. I mean,
Yeah.
the father crawls out of the grave,
Yep.
dripping dirt.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha. Oh yeah. Yeah.
his daughter's head off and makes it into a cake, because every Father's Day he got a cake.
Yeah.
And I
So how
know,
I just got to go back to this reveal. If the thing is what I'm finding hard to believe. If this really happened, how come we're not flooded with all these pics of the toy spies or whatever you want to call them? I don't even know what
I don't know.
Yeah.
I expected when Dallas Toy Fair went off to all of a sudden come back to
Was that open to the public, Paul, or just for like buyers and stuff like that?
Toy Fair. It's open.
I mean,
Toy Fair is not open to the public. But
does it matter?
there's a
I mean,
toy press.
yeah.
There's
Or
a whole
somebody-
toy press unless they're not there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, either somebody dropped the ball with as far as the people that go out and scoop these things, or it didn't happen and Paul just revealed all this to us tonight.
Hey.
So,
No,
Hey.
it did happen.
So
I
then-
don't know about listen, it's been approved by the licensor, so it's happening.
There it
I
is.
like the new
Even though there was a Dallas.
Yeah, this is Dallas
Stranger
Toy Fair.
Things.
Yeah.
It happens now in September.
I like the new the new Clark attitude. It's been approved, so the hell with it. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Right.
It's been approved, and I'm just going to throw it out there. That's
Well,
great.
it's not like we want to keep this stuff under wraps until it goes, but if you start showing things before the licensors approve them, they have a tendency to get a little annoyed.
Oh
They
yeah, no,
don't
for
like
sure.
it.
No, we're
when you do show at a toy fair, you frequently put out a little card that says pending licensor approval.
Yeah.
that's
But
awesome.
what you show, licensors are getting a lot more involved in the actual details. Years ago, it used to be they gave you a license, they said, "Great, send us some samples," and you went off your merry way. Now they have licensing departments who have to justify their existence. And so everything, the sculpt, the paint, the costume, the accessories, the packaging, all has to be submitted and approved in sequence.
Gotcha.
Otherwise they're like, this is not clear,
Yeah.
So I do kind of get excited when it's approved.
There you go.
And they go, yeah, it's good to go. Okay.
That's cool.
Because we got to get pictures up for Amazon and the Mego store and Walmart and Target and anybody else. They want photos.
Yep.
So
that's really cool.
I like the. I didn't mean for that to go away so quickly. Because I was actually going to comment. Well, I gotta pull it back. Unfortunately, I was going to comment on the card art. I like the way it does a good job looking like the comic.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now the licensor will. Yeah, this is the point. We may pick something else. Artistically want to do something else, and then they come back and say, "No, we want you to use this." So you may. They literally gave us screenshots from the 1982 movie to put on the back.
Oh, that's really cool.
And our graphic artist was like, "But this is low res." I go, "But there is no high res. It's just going to end up. It's just not going to be as tight as we'd like."
Yeah.
But
a lot of people don't realize that either, Paul. That everybody likes to jump on the card art, but you're limited to what they give you a lot of times, and sometimes it's 3-4 pictures, and that's what you got to work with.
Listen, we did mold people. We went to the style guide. There was nothing.
Yeah.
Black and white screenshots, and we're like, "So how are we supposed to do this?" It's like, well, you must have the movie poster.
Yeah.
You own the movie. You must own the movie poster.
Right.
You're putting on DVDs.
Yeah.
But Universal was like, well, you used artwork we weren't supposed to. I'm like, but you had nothing.
Yeah.
So,
That's
I think it's a cool figure. I think it's a cool license. I mean, it's something surprising to see, but it's awesome. Love it.
I used a textured paint on the suit and the head.
Yeah.
You look kind of like, remember the Hammer Mummy?
Yep.
Okay. It's a textured paint, and I had to go send it to the factory and say, this is the paint.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to buy this on Amazon. And we're like, oh, come on. You gotta get this kind of textured paint.
Yeah. Very cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
But yeah. It's
that's a nice
suit. The suit is the Matt Murdock suit from the Marvel set.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Just obviously distressed, unless Matt.
Actually, not that much. That's a lot of paint.
Yeah.
A lot of the textured paint gives it that distressed look. He should look like he just literally just crawled out of a grave.
Yep.
All right. So we're gonna have to. We got giveaway number 3 coming up. So, Roberta, you are going to be solely responsible for giving away a pair of Mego figures. I will let you put your thinking cap on, and when you come up with something, you just throw it out there, and we'll be ready for you. I got a question for Jason about his Whitman book. Jason, did you? This is just out of curiosity. I haven't seen the book. I'm not sure how the contents are, or like what the chapters are or anything. Yeah. But what did you find used more than any other? Because obviously you see things that are repeated. I've seen Star Trek coloring books it's the same inner pages with 50 different covers.
Right.
So throughout the years, who came back the most as far as like repetitive?
There's some Superman images that popped up a lot. Different covers, exactly the same coloring kind of pages over and over and over again, and different eras too. Like there was a one from the 50s that showed up in the 60s and the 70s, and one in the 70s that showed up again in the 80s. But the layout, Scott's very much like the other books, where the first chapter there's a foreword written, and then there's a first chapter on the history of coloring books, another chapter in the history of Whitman publishing itself, which is really confusing to research. My lord, it's just owned by, they just flip-flopped, and they're in business with a bunch of other people, and not a very straightforward story to tell, but I think I got it down. And then, like the other ones, the other 80% of the book is all visual. So you see the cover of the coloring book, and then you see internal coloring pages as well. So you get to see that whole grasp of
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. When Whitman were doing like the 3-packs, of like already printed comics, as a comic book collector, I know those were the ones that we avoided, because if it didn't have the barcode there, we knew that it was a 3-pack. Like it either would be blank, or then Whitman later on started actually putting their logo in where the barcode would be.
Yeah.
Do you talk about that by any chance?
Just gloss over it in the history. It's very much focused on, because Whitman did comic books, they did tray puzzles, they did little books, they were involved with little golden books. Like they were into so much that to go into a comprehensive history of Whitman, it would be a lot bigger than what I'm willing to put out. So
Because Whitman was like,
I focused in on just the coloring
you
books.
shovel it out. What?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Did you know you changed the artwork on this? Who cares? I don't know. We couldn't find the original. We paid some kid to do something else. What?
I did find a really cool piece of history, though. Guys remember the Marvel Fun and Games?
Oh, yeah.
Old comic books.
Yep.
So the artist who did those is from Halifax, where I'm from, and he got his start drawing coloring books for Whitman, and he drew the Hulk coloring book. I don't know if any of you guys remember that Hulk coloring book with the numbers and the mazes and the Fun and Games kind of Hulk coloring book.
Yeah.
Well, that was his in with Stan Lee to do the Fun and Games comic book.
Wow, that's
pretty cool. I actually got in touch with his son when I wrote the book, and his son sent me some cool pictures that's included in the book. But it's a cool piece of history, and it ties back to my hometown, which was pretty cool.
That is cool.
Wow. So, Roberta, you ready?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. What you got?
Okay, the 12th person that can identify the DC variant that I want, that I was excited about today.
Okay.
Who's paying attention?
He's paying attention. I got you. I remember. All right. 12th person.
12th person.
Paul mentioned it. We all got excited, and Roberta was like, "Yeah, I'm finally getting my."
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Do they have to spell it right?
There you go. There you go. There's one.
Barry is actually Barry's one. Facebook user is 2. Keep going. You can. It doesn't matter how many times you try it. Keep going.
3.
No,
This week in nerds.
No, there's only been 2 so far.
5.
Well, they're saying who it is.
I've got it. 5 so far. 6, 7, 8.
Yeah,
9,
once they get it, it's like
12. There it is. Jason Tomix Cricks Turner. There you go.
Good job.
Tomix Cricks Turner. You're actually getting a Universal Monsters Invisible Man and Mole People 2-pack.
Really?
Nice.
Jeez.
Right.
Congratulations.
I don't know if I got them.
A good 2-pack.
There you go.
You got to be cool like Fonzie, Kevin, in order to get it. So keep because I got something just to add to this, but I have to disappear in order to do it. Give me 1 second. I will be back.
Very cool.
Oh, good. He's finally gone. Oh.
Yeah, right. So that's pretty cool. Creep Show reveal. We got Jason Will, Aquaman, and Black Adam.
What's happening next weekend, Frank?
Next weekend. Thank you, Paul, for that segue, sir. Next weekend. Big deal. We got Rhode Island Comic Con. That is actually next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That is actually at the Rhode Island Convention Center, attached to the Omni Providence Hotel. Mego's going to be there all 3 days. Great figure selection of new stuff, some vintage stuff there. Probably some surprises. And I don't know, maybe some surprises, Paul, that kind of stuff.
Anytime I'm there, there's a surprise.
But, yeah, definitely stop by. We're going to be there all 3 days. We've got a panel at 2:15 on Saturday. We're going to have some cool stuff for that as well. I'll be posting all the details on social media here early this week, but I think it's like an anniversary show for them too. So Tons of people going to be there. We're
If I don't get killed in the youth hostel I'm staying in.
We're actually going to be set up on the lower level this time. We're going to be set up where all the main celebrities are on the same floor with all the main celebrities.
Nice.
So.
I just real quick. I read that. I did read that email. You should go back and read it. It's not. You're not staying at a youth hostel. You're staying with hostile youths. You should have read it. So yeah, I think you're in trouble.
I got news for them. I'm one of 7 kids. Good luck. I sleep right.
Take it.
So,
but it's going to be a great time. So if you're in the area, if you're not in the area, please stop by. Let's talk Mego and lots of cool stuff to see. Lots of cool stuff. Looking forward to seeing everybody.
Just real quick, they actually, for whatever reason, they decided it was a good idea to make a Mole Man mask. And
is that?
It's official.
Who made it? There's a company that's making masks that are they really went deep in Universal.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of them.
It's these guys. It's Trick or Treat Studios.
Trick or Treat, yes.
Yep.
They did a really good Karloff as not the Mummy, but
Frankenstein.
No, I got Frankenstein. They actually, the Glenn Strange Frankenstein looks better than the Karloff. No,
they did a creature too.
I'm Hotep. I'm Hotep.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm Hotep.
Yeah, they did. There's
Imhotep.
Karis, they did a good Karis.
Karis is the guy with the eye missing, and
that's Lon Chaney.
Yeah.
Oh,
I tell you.
Okay. No. Who's the guy with the little the Shriner's cap?
That's Imhotep.
Okay, yeah. So they did.
That's Karloff.
With the Shriner's cap, they did. They did the Hammer monsters, Dracula, Frankenstein.
Yeah, no, they Trick or Treat Studios is really, doing a lot of great stuff, and they're getting into action figures, and I'm getting worried. Because there's another company like NECA that's going. We live in Monster World. Big.
So meet them, head them off at the pass, and say, hey, you can come in here, but you got to come in with us.
Really?
That's what I would do. I mean, if they're going to be in there, you might as well have them on your side.
Really?
I mean, I guess let's just discuss strategy.
Yeah, right.
Shazam!
Yeah. But,
okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry for the, sorry if I spoke out of turn, but as far as I know, this stuff has been public knowledge, but it's not.
That's the good stuff, Paul. We thank you.
Is this what leaking feels like?
Hey, you gave it all away. That's what we were going to talk about. Come on, man.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. We'll be like, why isn't this stuff up on Amazon?
And I'm not sure, but I have a good feeling that this is Mike Conlon. Batman will be there with the Batmobile, Michael says.
Yep.
We're at Rhode Island.
Yep.
Speaking of Michael, Mike, because I have a feeling that as you're watching, your fortress is right here, and along.
Now imagine if it was at his house.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wish I should have just sent it to Frank, and Frank could have carried it with him, but he's probably taking it over the plane.
Okay, you live in North Carolina. Frank lives in Delaware.
Right.
Is that the mailman goes to your house every day?
Yeah, I know, but we haven't. I haven't. It's just it's a pain. This is a pain to bubble wrap. I have to. I have to go inside of it.
So, Paul, what's the status on the 14-inch figures? Are we still going strong on those?
I have no idea. It's above my pay grade. Nobody tells me anything.
They're not that expensive. I thought they were reasonable.
I was just told. I'm told to do things, and then I don't know if it ever goes anywhere. Make this, make that. Get these done by January. Okay, done. Okay, now what? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know we're getting the 14-inch Black Adam? That was.
I don't know nothing. Until they tell me,
can I talk to your
it's going.
Can I talk to
We
your
have to get this.
Yeah, right.
You know what, man?
Hey, real quick, everybody. I know. I think Robin's got to drop. But Robin, thank you for joining. It was great to actually meet you in person finally.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with before you leave, is there anything you want us to check out? Social media wise, or anything you've got going on?
I don't know. You can follow me on Instagram at Robin Redress.
There you go.
And art and stuff about my life and toys and Mego and whatever.
Very cool.
So
okay.
Anything going on with Banana Republic?
Great.
Right. And I want to know more about the history of the Banana Republic. Check out Vintage Banana Republic on Instagram.
Awesome. There you go. Thanks, Robin.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Yep.
Hey, thanks for having me, Paul.
Yeah.
Hey, John.
Great to see you, Robin.
Yep.
Okay.
Adios.
Farewell.
See ya.
None of us would be here without her.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
She created the Mego Museum.
The Mego
Yep.
Museum.
That's how we all came in.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
I get a lot of credit for having done stuff with Mego, and it's like, if there was not a Mego Museum, I would have just thought there was a bunch of weirdo guys like me, but no way to reach them.
Very cool.
I got my guys at Toy Conventions. They're like, yeah, I like Mego too.
Yeah.
I like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah, I like. I really like the Tin Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Like that kid in the Ralphie movie.
Exactly.
In the lineup, I like the Wizard of Oz.
I like
That's
the
the
Wizard of
point.
Oz. Exactly.
If that's how your way of knowing, is there a fan base?
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Very cool. Well, folks,
so
we're gonna go around.
We're all doing it. We're gonna go ahead and make this a wrap for tonight.
Yep.
We did.
Good night,
we did
John
what we
Boy.
set up. Yep. We
Is
did.
that another reveal?
What?
No. Okay. All right. Walton's. Never mind.
That's actually. I mean, the Waltons are not the figures themselves, but the truck, the house, the store. That's some of my favorite stuff.
I tried to buy the house, but I couldn't swing the mortgage payments.
Yeah.
You need it. You should have got it when the interest rates were lower.
Yeah. Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, it was good. It still is. But it's the only thing I won't get rid of. I'm not gonna. Everything else could go. So, oh man, you got rid of that, but you still have the Walton's house. Be like, yep, I sure do.
Yeah.
I was even thinking about getting the Amway one or the Am scale. What is it? Amtrak.
Okay. Amsco. Is that something?
Amsco, yeah, the Amsco one.
Yep.
I know. One day after the dog is dead and the kids are moved out, I'm going to set up my Wayne Foundation.
There you go. Set it all up.
Yeah, I had a just real quick. I know we got to go. What? I'm not going to be able to say this quick. Is there? I guess it's the Wayne Foundation. I like it, but damn, man, I wish I want to know where Mego was at when they were designing it, when they were making that. Were they?
They were looking at Barbie's Dream House.
Yep.
I know that, but I'm saying
absolutely we're looking at that going, shit, how do we make this cheaper?
Well, because it looks like, I mean, love Mego,
It's
not
structurally
knocking.
unsound. It would not pass code.
Well, it wouldn't pass code, but it's just like, except for the cardboard backgrounds, to me, like the floors, or the back of it. I mean, there was just like it stopped with like, well, we're just going to put these cardboard inserts, pose elevator.
We're going to go cheap. Yeah. No. It started out as an epic project, and then I think along the way, in R&D, they were like, it's going to cost too much. Knock it down.
Do you think
hey, those walls aren't structural.
Yeah.
They're not holding up anything. It's the cheap girders that hold up things.
Yeah.
But have you ever heard anything to the effect like because of maybe interested in like the 12-inch figures or the Sonny and Shares or the more of the electronics stuff like that? It was just kind of like.
No, it was let's do this, and then as it's however it started, the prototype probably looked awesome.
Yeah.
And then as it gets down to production,
how
do you save a buck?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
Guys, we've
right.
put another one under the in the books. There's Superman right there.
Is that a zombie head?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
is. This is my
Yes.
childhood.
The
Superman.
zombie head Superman.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Marty was like,
Nice.
"What?" I was telling him about zombie heads, and he's like, "What are you talking about?" I go, "Well, apparently there's 1 year of production that they just didn't work," and he went, "Oh crap!" Yeah.
Wow.
He's like, 40 years later, I got to hear about this.
That's funny. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
That's funny, but yeah, it's true. It's true.
All right, we're gonna go around and close it out. Roberta, we'll start with you.
Well, Paul, thank you very much for making my evening by saying I'm getting my
My
Jason
pleasure
and Laura.
anytime.
And happy Halloween. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I wish I could tell you. I wish I could tell you everything that's on the drafting table.
Well, you know what? I'm happy with that one.
Desk.
Yep. That's cool. Very cool.
But happy Halloween to everyone. Watch out for the ghosts and goblins.
There you go. Yep. All right, Kevin, go ahead. You're up.
Yeah, fun as always. Nice to get the giveaways, and a fun time. And we'll see you Monday, provided we don't get washed away.
Yeah, right. There you
Was that
go.
Brave the Bold Batman mask?
Say that again.
Was that the Brave the Bold Batman mask?
That's what it looks like. That's a new costume.
Ben Cooper.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yep. Very cool.
He's got. I
And
think
if you go to Spin online,
Spirit of Halloween.
they
Yeah.
first started at
Spirit Halloween. Yeah.
$29.99. You can get them for $9.99.
$9.99.
Oh wow. All right. There you go.
I gotta go.
Jason?
I gotta
You're
order
up.
this stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna do the same thing. You're up, Jason. Go ahead.
Great. Just want to say happy Halloween, everybody. And for those joining late, if you want to go to Old Times Digest and pre-order any of my books, I'll knock off $5 if you put in the comment, make mine Mego. So
there you
Is
go.
that $5 Canadian?
American has a.
American.
So that's like $20 Canadian. So
Wow.
great deal.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
right.
me, guys.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. It was great seeing you in person, Jason. All right,
Hey,
Scott. What do you got?
I'll go ahead. Well, I don't have nothing personally, but I do want to say, good luck next weekend at Rhode Island. That will be the one that I will go to. Not this time, but definitely next time. Roberta, thank you very much for being on here. To Robin, bless you for coming on. To Brian, thanks for doing it again with us. And Kevin, we're gonna hook up soon enough. Nice costume. Jason, I'm definitely going to get your book. I really appreciate you, taking the time out to come on here and talk about it with us. And I need to get your Whitman. Not your Whitman, your
Whitman sampling.
Power Records.
Yeah, the Whitman. Your Power Records. I didn't.
Yeah, I need that one too.
Yeah, I don't even know how the hell that I missed it, but I just appreciate your time. And Paul, thanks for all that you do. Just keep on rocking, man. Keep on rocking and keep it going on and keep them boys straight up there in Mego headquarters. If they get out of line, smack them around for us.
Really? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, look, hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We appreciate it. We all, as always, absolutely appreciate it. I want to thank everybody on the panel tonight. Brian's not here, Rob's not here, but thank you both for coming on as well. Another great time. It was great to meet, you, Jason, in person finally, Robin in person finally. So that was fantastic. Just a reminder, Rhode Island Comic Con next weekend. Please
That's
come.
right.
Check us out. Just a few other things real quick. Mego Minix, Instagram. New Instagram account we just set up. So if you haven't checked that out, please check that out. As always, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Check out the Amazon Mego store for all of your Mego needs. You can always hit me up as well. We're still taking pre-orders for the world's greatest superheroes, the new PX Diamond Comics DC Heroes, Wave 16, all that good stuff. Most importantly, have a great Halloween. Be safe. Have a great time with your friends and family. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Paul,
night. Like and subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Paul's still going to
Paul,
go. I'm
close
sorry.
it out.
Like and subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead, Paul.
What am I
Hit it.
going to
Sorry.
say? The world's happiest boy. I spend every day at the Mego office.
There you go.
And on the weekends, I fill Dr. Mego orders. I am deep in Amigo all my life. This is the best.
And then you come on here and give us all these great reveals.
That's right.
Thank you, sir. As always, great job on the Creep Show figure too, Paul. It looks great.
You like it?
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, you will
All
not,
right.
when you guys get your hands on the 50th anniversary, you will weep.
I cannot wait. So there you go.
And I hope it keeps continuing till
Yes.
Listen,
to cover all of DC.
I want them all in boxes. Then I want them all on the cart. Well, I can keep going. Anyway.
No,
All right.
yeah.
Good night,
we
everybody. I'm out.
What's his name?
Good
I'll stop
night, guys.
when we do Kid Colt.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
All right, let's see. We do this.